We've all seen an AI write a flawless legal brief and immediately collapse when asked to count R's in the word strawberry. Experts call this the jagged frontier, the idea that AI capabilities are incredibly sharp in some areas and completely dull in others. We accepted this jagged performance as an inherent flaw in the machine's intelligence. But as models scale, the evidence points to a different conclusion. The intelligence isn't jagged at all. The problem lies in how we ask the machine to work. We are trapped in the single-turn prompt. We ask a highly capable system to solve a massive, complex problem in exactly 30 seconds. We give it no notes, no colleagues to consult, and no chance to revise mistakes. Think about the professional workplace. If you hired a brilliant analyst, locked them in a room with no internet, and demanded a flawless corporate strategy in half a minute, they would fail. We wouldn't blame the analyst's intelligence. We would blame their manager. Over the last few months, the major AI labs have quietly smoothed out this jagged frontier for professional work. Cursor, a system designed primarily to write code, was given an unpublished research-grade math problem from elite institutions like MIT and Stanford. It ran for 4 straight days with 0 human nudges or guidance. The AI produced stronger bounds and more comprehensive coverage than the original human authors had found. Cursor achieved this because developers stopped treating the AI like a primitive chatbot. Instead, they built a workspace around the model. They gave it a hierarchical structure with planners, workers, and an AI judge that evaluated the output and ordered revisions until the math was correct. These agentic breakthroughs represent a shift in how professional work gets done. Relying on a standard chat window ignores the organizational structures that make these high-level results possible. To break AI out of the chat window, you need what developers call a harness. Based on leaked configurations from Anthropic's multi-agent systems, a harness is the state and scaffolding placed around the agent. It provides the environment that allows the intelligence to operate continuously over time. Harnesses follow 4 steps: decompose problems, parallelize execution, verify outputs, and iterate. This isn't new. It's how scientists conduct peer review and managers organize sprints. We are giving human organizational intelligence to machines. This framework defines the new reach of automation. When a professional can decompose a problem and verify the result, a harness can take over the execution of the entire project. Upgrading a passive algorithm into an active employee requires 3 engineering primitives. The first is portable memory. By default, every new chat session suffers from amnesia. An agent needs an external database it can read and write to, allowing it to permanently store your industry vocabulary, workflow quirks, and domain knowledge. The second primitive is tools. A brain needs hands. By giving the AI secure access to specific APIs, the agent gains the ability to reach out and actually touch your systems. It can write a Python script, render a video file, or manipulate a spreadsheet. The final primitive is proactivity. Tools like Anthropic's newly released loop command give the AI a heartbeat. This automated trigger allows the agent to wake up, check on an environment, and act entirely on its own schedule without waiting for a human to type a prompt. Combining memory, tools, and proactivity turns a reactive tool you have to push into a tireless worker that pulls its own weight. Let's look at how this compounds in a daily business scenario. Imagine an overnight sales cycle. Your agent is programmed to wake up at 6 a.m. every single morning to scan the company's inbound lead pipeline. It uses its memory to cross-reference the new leads against past winning patterns. It uses its tools to filter the data and qualify the prospects. Finally, it sends highly customized outreach emails based on successful campaigns. By the time you sit down with your coffee, the pipeline is moving. The ability for an agent to run independently overnight is drawing massive attention from the top of the tech industry. NVIDIA's CEO has described the deployment of these autonomous looping systems as the most consequential software launch in history. These continuous autonomous loops provide a form of compound interest for digital labor. Economic value now scales with the frequency of the cycle, transforming a single smart response into a persistent workflow. There is a massive risk hidden inside this transition. When you spend years calibrating an AI to understand your exact workflow, you are building an incredibly valuable asset. But if you build it entirely inside a closed corporate platform like ChatGPT or Claude, big tech effectively owns your professional capability. If you change employers, if you get fired, or if your company's IT department forces a switch to a different AI provider, you leave all of that encoded working intelligence behind. It is time to abandon the single-turn prompt. Extract your context, build a portable memory system, and set up your proactive loops. Step up to the desk and become the manager of your own personalized workforce of one.